Alright, so that was kind of bogus, but my stream crashed, so it's like the second time recently, and I don't know why. And it's pretty weird because it hasn't been happening before. Hold on, let me refresh this because I need to relog in. But yeah, kind of weird. It's annoying, but whatever. Hopefully it can stop doing that. And it's kind of random. I didn't really look into it or check any logs, so I don't know, but... And this thing still isn't. Let's see results. Do I get results for both of the things? Yeah, for number 2 and number 1. Okay, cool. Review questions? Oh, okay, just 2 ways, okay. Let me start that. So, yeah, a little bit better. This section I did way better on. The troubleshooting I'm still not doing too hot on. Anyway, let's just look at this. I'm hoping that once I review this, that should be enough of the question bank for me to be able to, like, basically just get the 90%. I want to make sure I review some stuff, so I don't know, let's see, it's 8 o'clock. So I'll review this, and then probably by 9, an hour for this, and then by 9 I can start another practice test and do that. And then hopefully hit the 90%. That's gonna be the goal, and then so assuming I get the 90%, then request approval for the actual exam. And so then tomorrow I'll probably just focus, probably not take the exam for tomorrow because I need a whole day on subnet. I haven't like done any subnetting. I want to create flashcards on ports and the troubleshooting methodology. I just want to, if you just do flashcards on that, you can really just nail that. You can hammer that into your brain in a relatively short amount of time. Not for like a medium-term memory thing, but like you can just hammer that in, and then in the next day or 2 you'll be able to recall that pretty easily for the exam, and then forget it after that. That's basically how that works, unless you do like spaced repetition for long-term memory. But I'm just trying to pass this exam. The rest will come naturally as I use it more and more. And then for subnetting, yeah, probably do the other part of the day as well for like subnetting, do some subnetting review. Just to be able to do it, probably memorize some of the algorithms. Yeah, there's just so much to memorize, man. That's the problem. It's tough. But I'm doing these pretty fast. The other exam, I did the whole 90 minutes, so I don't know. Let's review this though. But I did do better, which is good. I didn't think I would do better, but I did. Should I just go through all of these? What was this? It's best to go through all of them. Let's see, what was this one? Yeah, so I got this one right. Yeah, it was easy. Yup, okay. Determine if anything has changed. 1. Okay, so I got this one right. The Omni, yeah. Okay. Traps. Oh, I got this one right. Oh, the port, UDP port. And I didn't. Okay, good thing I'm going through this because I would have forgotten totally. Actually, I should also have this open. Network traps. Is it app services? No, it should be, where is it? Network services? Wait, actually... what am I looking for here? App services. Actually, hold on. Before I do... Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. SMTP. Okay. SMTP is the mail, and SNMP, Simple Network Monitoring Protocol. Okay. I was wondering if I accidentally confused that during one of the questions. I don't think I did, but I was like, wait a minute. Here, management. Agents and monitors. Monitoring of servers and network appliances. What exactly do they monitor though? Huh. Is it not gonna say? Information about the MIPs, just a whole bunch of variable things. Display any trap operations as alerts. Agent informs monitor of a noble event. Okay, port failure. Device queries. Oh, okay, I gotta highlight that. Device queries. UDP port 61. Traps use UDP port 162. Yeah, for sure not memorizing that. Why is this not... okay, now it's refreshing. Okay. Well, I was able to get this. Because none of these obviously made sense. So as long as they can give like good... sometimes they do the answer options, or like it's obviously not those, so then you know what it is. And sometimes it's like, dang, it could be any of these. So that's like a big... that's a big factor. This one, okay, good. Yeah, this one was like, this one's so easy, like they just put it in here. It's like, oh, really? Okay. 23 is Telnet, 389 is LDAP, 3389 is RDP. Okay, I gotta remember that. 5900 VNC. See, sometimes I'll know these and then I'll forget them. Whoa, what was this? Okay. Install VoIP. Network is not working. I would start at physical layer. Okay, I guess this one's just network. You just accept it. Whoa, fair enough. Okay, should I actually go through all of these? Okay. Nice. It's reflection. Okay, I gotta review this for sure. Signal reflection is a multipath interference caused by mirrors or shiny surfaces, high glosses. Okay, that makes sense. Now I'm gonna get it for the exam, for sure, 100% I'm gonna get it every time, because now I'm gonna remember this moment where reflection, shiny, mirrory, high gloss, anything like that is like mirror. In mirror, you look at reflections, so it's reflection, bam. So what's refraction? What was I thinking that is? Occurs when radio waves bend or take a different path through receiver caused by glass or water. I wonder why glass is different. I consider that a shiny surface, high gloss. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe because usually glass things are like some sort of shaped vase or something. I don't know. Dang, I'm thirsty. All right, so I'll get this from now on. I got the bending part. I knew it was bending. I didn't know what the cause was. Glass or water. Reflection, smooth, straight, shiny, glossy surfaces. Got it. Bam. Got it. Yeah, this one was interesting. RF attenuation. Loss of signal strength due to distance and environmental. You see, how is it not free space path loss? I mean, I got it correct, but these are like both the same things. Distance to an access point will cause issues the further away you are. Signal gets weaker. Isn't that literally free space path loss? Loss of signal due to distance. Like, how can you say someone, if I were to select this, how could this be wrong? That's crazy. That's crazy. Loss of signal strength. Signal gets, yeah. I mean, the same thing. Two of the same things, basically. I don't see how they're any different. What on earth? How is this broadcast storm? Traffic is recirculated and amplified by loops. Yeah, I was like, it can't, like, it's not routing because it's switch, but none of these made sense. Broadcast storm I thought was just broadcasting to all things and then causing bandwidth issues and not happening because of a loop. Let's see where, that should be in here, maybe? Wait, maybe not here. Interfaces and switches, probably in here. Switches. Let's go to hubs and see if broadcast storm is in here. Here, MDI. MDI and MDIX. When Ethernet is wired to a hub, you need to distinguish the interface on an end system from the intermediate system. End system is called the MDI. Okay, I completely forgot about that. Hub is the MDI crossover. Oh, okay. That's going to be important to... It's a good thing to have reviewed. Probably here. Network loop and broadcast storm issues. Without intervention. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so network loop. Network loop is where flooded frame. Where flooded frames circulate the network perpetually, caused by switches flood broadcasts through all ports. Frames go down one link into the next. Switch sends the broadcast back up the redundant link back to the originating switch. As this occurs, switch sees source MAC addresses associated with multiple ports. They clear the MAC table mapping, causing flooding unicast traffic too. They cleared the MAC table mapping, causing flooding unicast traffic. I don't know why 2 wasn't there. Without intervention, loop will continue indefinitely, causing a broadcast storm. Will cause network utilization to go near max capacity, and CPU utilization of switches jumps to plus 80%, or 80+%, or 80% plus, whatever. Makes switch segment effectively unusable. Okay, spanning tree should go down. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Makes sense. I guess I just didn't know what broadcast storm was. Now I do. Okay, good, that was good, that was good. That was good. Okay, control plane policing. Okay, that's fair because that's fair. Okay, good. I said that one, but I was unsure that. I know you can do apply an ACL per port, but then also the rate limiting. I was like, that can't. Filtering can't do that. It's a feature on a switch next point that we configure with an accept or deny list. Okay, just that. Okay. Control plane policing. It's a policy that is designed to mitigate the risk from route processor vulnerabilities. Control plane. I feel like that's something to do with SDN and stuff. Cloud concepts. SDN. Central policy. Control layer. Where the planes at, baby? Management plane, operation plane. Set the same levels of control plane to interface with operational plane. Is there control plane policing? Policy-based authentication, central policy management. I don't really have that in here somewhere. I don't know what control plane policing is. I don't have that in my notes. Policing. To perform traffic policing? Rate limiting? What if I search that? Rate limit. Nah. I don't have that. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. Okay, whatever. I don't know what this is. From route processor vulnerabilities? Okay, just know that there's rate limiting. It's not the MAC filtering thing. I got this one correct. Okay, I have no idea about these ports, but definitely flag. Oh, can I even? I can't flag. Okay. Large files 445. What is that? SMB is 445. $161. Okay, this is SNMP traps, and traps are 162. Device queries are 161. 5060, what is that? 5060 is SIP. Man, okay. 1433 is what? SQL servers? Oh, I got this one right. Okay, nice. Multicasting, baby. Let me just look at that graph again, because that's what helped me answer the question in the first place, so I'm going to review that graph. Oh, this is physical stuff. Is it just in regular topologies? No, it's going to be in routing. No, okay, one before. Where was network addressing? This is what I was supposed to be at. Unicast and broadcast. Broadcast is 1 to all, 1 to 1, 1 to all. Multicast 1 to many, and anycast is 1 to any. See, that's how you remember it. So 1 to 1, 1 to all, 1 to many, 1 to any. 1 to 1, 1 to all, 1 to many, 1 to any. You know what I'm talking about? Did you know about that? You like that kind of stuff? Easy. Oh, that's easy. Oh, that's easy now. Once you figure that out, that's easy. Oh, man. See, you can just get rid of all the notes and just look at this. This tells you everything you need to know. How does this not tell you everything you need to know? Look at it. Well, okay, maybe it doesn't, but that's what I'm talking about. Top of rack. Security access. I keep forgetting what the W stands for. Secure administrative workstation. Something about like endpoints, computers, hosts, H, something like that. Workstations. W workstations. Secure administrative workstations. Okay. I mean, I know what they are. I just couldn't remember what they stood for. I don't know what this is though. Label edge router. Label switched path LSP. Oh, I have no idea what that is, dude. Fiber channel over Ethernet, yeah. Fiber channel packets over Ethernet cables on stream guy. Nice, anyway, I got that right. Phishing, easy. This one, oh, okay. Fine grained control is not traffic shaping. Really? I thought the fine grained control was traffic shaping. That was, where was that at? Routing? Fragmentation. Quality of service, is that an application services? No. Network services, I suppose? DNS, DHCP, people Slack, DHCP. No, okay. Where are we going at with this? Network management? Policies, host discovery? SNMP. Traffic monitoring. Traffic shaping. Control plane. Pane, that's why. Plane? What is going on here? Is it plane or pane? 3 planes. Okay, I don't know why they're all missing L's. Well, not all. That's why it wasn't coming up on search. Okay. Jeez, okay. QoS. QoS allows fine-grained control over traffic parameters. Uses multi-protocol label switching with QoS. Can reserve required bandwidth. Multi-protocol label switching. Okay. Diff serve. Do I have to know diff serve? Let me go to here. Hold on. Command F. Diff serve. Is it? This is not searching anything. Why is it not searching anything? Now it is. I don't know what that. Oh, it's just not in here. There's no diff. Okay, I'm putting like fiber. Let me test something. Is it searching? It is. Diff. Serve. QoS. Yep, QoS is in here. Okay. Where is diff serve? 802.1p. No, that's not what I want. Diff serve? Bandwidth management, where is this at? Oh, supporting network management? Oh, bandwidth management. Okay, interesting. Differentiated services, okay. Classifies each packet going through. I completely forgot about this. It's been a minute. Do I have to, that's not even in here. What about 802.1p? It's not in here. So do I not have to know that? Or does that just fall underneath? Whatever. Best effort, assured forwarding, expedited for. Oh man, I don't remember any of this stuff. Framework classified each packet as passing through device. I remembered when I was doing this, but not now. Uses IP service tagging mechanism. Type of service. Field is populated with the diffserve code point, DSCP. I remember reviewing all this stuff and quizzing on this. Classifies each packet going through a network. Is this for 801 for QoS? What's the difference between this and traffic shaping, or QoS and traffic shaping? Where is this? Where is this? Where is it? Flow data? Oh yeah, I was supposed to review NetFlow anyway. Traffic flows. Flow data responding to the structured database. What type of data though? Traffic flows defined. Okay. Source IP. Okay, it's used for tracking like headers. Traffic data and headers. Okay. Net flow. Flow, traffic. Traffic. Flow of traffic. Traffic headers, traffic information. Okay. Okay, that could be remembered. Where the heck is QoS? Bandwidth management? Before that, traffic testing. Where the heck did it go? Where did QoS go? Oh, it's in traffic shaping. Yeah, this should be... So this needs to be like that for sure. QoS allows fine-grained... I always think it's traffic shaper. Allows fine-grained control over traffic parameters. Diff serve in 802.1p cannot address it. Reserve required bandwidth, predetermined statistics. QoS network function divided into 3 planes. Control plane makes decisions about how traffic should be prioritized and when and where. Should be switched. Data plane handles switching of traffic, monitors traffic conditions. What about traffic shaper then? Delay certain packet types depends on their based on their content to ensure that other package have higher have higher priority. Okay, I gotta remember what traffic shaping is. Problem with why I got this wrong is because I didn't know what it was. I figured like it made sense. Fine-grained control, quality of service. That's the big boy, the main boy. Traffic shaping, you just kind of prioritize the packets a little bit. With yeah, just stores them until okay, I gotta remember that. Okay, good. That was easy. This one. Yeah, okay. This one, yeah. Okay. IDR. Let's look at that actually. IDR versus DRP. Where's this gonna be in? Security design maybe? Concepts. Really? Isn't that their management? This is the old school one, so nope. Or this is for a different class. I'm gonna have to suppose maybe this is the one. Okay, this is the one. Nope, this is not the one. This one? What is this linked to? Business of IT? D322? Was this supposed to be combined? Maybe not. Recovery sites, concepts. This is the one. Okay, anyway, I know what this is. Let's see, where are we at? 35? SCADA systems, okay, use WAN communications. Good thing I got that right. Because I was like logically thinking through it and it sounded like LAN would make more sense, but if it's needs to be high security. Where's OT stuff? OT. Remote access, cloud concepts, wireless networks, maybe in here? Network management. Where's IT stuff? Cloud? Remote access? Network management? Security concept, security features? I don't know why it would be in here. No, it's not in here. Concepts. Where's IoT stuff? Wireless. Where's this? Okay, I'm just gonna go in order. Here. Network design. I thought I clicked this. Totally tweaked. I opened this up and I just ignored it. That's what I did. I just looked right at it. Here. System type of industrial system manages large-scale mobile site spread over geographically large areas. That's what I remembered. SCADA, large areas. So it's like it can't be land if it's a large area. They would use WAN to link. Okay. Nice. I got that one. That's good. Yep, the broadcast domain, so VLAN's nice. Good thing that I got this one. Nice. This one was 1. Multiple problems individually. Wait, what? I didn't say 1? Even now I knew that was 1. Involve approaching multiple problems individually. There's no way I said 2 on that. I'm retarded. Even I know right now that that's 1. I want to go back in the stream and watch that because I totally tweaked. Really? I know that that's 1. That's crazy. Yep, nice. Okay, incorrect VLAN. That was good. Wait, what was the question? Control logic for, oh yeah, okay, router, nice. 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 Easy. Cool, I got this one. Oh, I can't wait till I look at that. The logging levels, nice. What is this one? Oh yeah, it's that easy. Okay. Nice. I just broke that. Nice. Cat 5, really? 100 megabits per second is Cat 5? Cat 3 only is 10 megabits per second, okay. Cat 5 is only 100, and then Cat 5e is 1 gig. Okay, hold on, let's look at that. That makes sense. Cat standards. 5, 100, wow. See, I didn't even cover 3, that's why that tripped me up. Only 100, that's crazy. 5e is 1 gig. 6 is also 1 gig. But then there's also 10 gigs at 55. Okay, 6a is 10 gigs. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Which one was this? Yeah, okay, so SD-WAN, good thing, that made sense. Let's open that up real quick. Cloud concepts, SD-WAN, where's that at? SD-WAN here. Replaces hub and spoke designs. Nice, the 5 gigahertz channel Wi-Fi 5, nice. Primary goal, eliminate snowflake systems, makes sense. Penetrate walls, 2.4 gigahertz. Yep, that was easy. Easy. I don't even remember doing this question, but I honestly don't even remember doing this question. That's crazy. Means for two-way, but does not imply full duplex. It may only be half duplex. Nice. So I got that one. Nice. Those are big dubs right there. MDI. I reviewed that, so that was good. Whoa, it was really RTO? This represents the recovery time objective, which is maximum amount of time following a disaster individual IT system may remain offline. Recovery point objective, the amount of data loss that a system can sustain. Dang. Why did I think that recovery point objectives was the amount of time of data that can be lost? Like amount of time, like data that can be lost in time, represented in time. Where is that at? Security design? No. Concepts? Management? Here, change management. I'm supposed to review these too also. Cable map shows floor plan. Port location diagram. Wiring diagram about the termination of twisted pairs. Okay. Rack diagram shows okay. What am I looking for again? These metrics. Where are these at? Oh, it's an app services? Crazy, I would not have guessed. Where is it? Disaster recovery metrics. Period following a disaster activity may remain offline. Whereas RPO is the amount of data loss that a system can sustain measured in time units. Yeah, that's what I was doing, like. The period following a disaster that an individual IT system may remain offline. Maximum amount of time allowed to identify that there's a problem and perform recovery. Okay, so if it's referring specifically to the amount of time, whereas this is the amount of data loss that a system can sustain. RP of 24 hours means data can be recovered from a backup copy to a point. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Totally get it now, totally get it. Ah, I was totally tweaking on that. Means what's the latest backup copy? So how often, okay. What a tweak on my part for that. Baseline's nice. Backbone, nice. Easy. Nice. Proxy server, transparent and non-transparent. Let me look at those again. Wait. Oops, where was that? Was that right here somewhere? No, proxies are in security features, right? Should be proxy server. Forward proxy, classified as non-transparent. Okay, must be configured, whereas transparent is don't have to be configured. Forced or intercepts client traffic without having to be configured. Okay. Which one? What was I looking at for this? Yeah, syslog. Net flows for like traffic flows. Traffic. I always think that. Flow, traffic. Easy. Radius. Nice. Nice. Oh, okay, what was this? It is DHCP. Okay. Snooping. Let's go to that. Where is this? Features? Where's DHCP snooping? Is it in concepts? Inspect DHCP traffic traversing a layer 2 segment and track the IP addresses assigned to a host on a specific switch port. Oh, it facilitates dynamic ARP inspection. Interesting. Let me read about this. From an untrusted port from flooding segments with a gratuitous ARP replies. Type of switch ports security setting that inspects DHCP traffic arriving on access ports to ensure that a host is not trying to spoof its MAC address. Oh. Okay, fair enough. It's for general MAC address spoofing. Okay, interesting. Okay, so always put these two things together. I knew they were related. Put those things together. Okay. I can do that. VoIP gateway. I can do that. Oh no, what is this? Why is my session expired? Let's see where we at here. The last one. Okay, oh, I got more. Okay, I did better than I thought. I thought I literally got all of these wrong. Let's look. Okay, all these channels I got wrong. I got this right. Low, high. Okay, that's good. I got that right. One and I got okay, so let's figure out what those are supposed to be because I've got no idea. All access points broadcast, okay. And keeping as much distance between channels for overlapping APs. More than 2 channels apart is a good practice. Okay, more than 2. Okay, so using the process of elimination, we can determine machine shop 1 can only use channel 6 to prevent overlapping the office and lobby due to the channels available in those service areas. Okay, if this is going to be 1, and this one, these are all way far apart. These totally work. Machine shop 1, oh, this one has to use 6. What did I say? It's 3? Oh, it's overlapping lobby? 1, 2. 1 would be 2, and then 2 would be 3. So that, oh, so that doesn't work. Oh, okay, so I missed that one. Wait, so it has to be 6. Office will require channel 11. Machine shops 1 and 2 and warehouse would require channels 6, 11, and 11 respectively. 6, 11, and 11? How is that? Wait, what? Office will require channel 11. Machine shops 1 and 2 will require 6, 11, and the warehouse 11. This works in the case of the warehouse as warehouse AP does not overlap with the lobby or office. But what's 2? Machine. And this is supposed to be 11? Warehouse 11? That doesn't even make sense. The way I have it set up is better than what they chose. That's fine. So 1, 11, 6, 11, 11? That makes no sense. Machine shop 1 is 6. Machine shop 2 is 11. 11, 11. Office is 11, 11, 11. Why are they all 11s? And this one's 6 and this one 1. 1, 6, 11? For least interference, you want 1, 6, 11. Okay, I get it. 1, 6, 11, 11, 11. That makes sense. Okay, fair. Whatever. Let's do another one. Alright, let's try to get 90% on this, man. I'm gonna get some water though, I'm so thirsty. Alright, this is the time. Alright. %, man, come on. So that way I can study a ton of flashcard ports, troubleshooting methodology, and subnetting. That's the goal for tomorrow. It's so unbelievably remarkabilities. Speed run, baby, let's do it. Question 1. I'm looking at the current building. Confirms this building has all necessary operational equipment and that all live data sets are up to date. That's hot, baby. We hot. We hot. Unable to ping? Easy. Standby power supplies that can run on diesel or propane. What would they purchase? Generators. KPIs for industrial network. Which are examples of KPIs? Oh, that's so easy, dude. New network segment for the marketing department. Oh, I've seen this question before. I totally got this wrong last time because I was retarded. Actually, this one's probably hard, I think. Requires its own VLAN to segregate its traffic from the rest of the company. Network consists of layer 3 and multiple layer 2 switches. Engineer decides to use SVI for VLAN routing, and that's Switch Virtual Interface. Which of the following commands should the engineer use for SVI VLAN 50 on layer 3 switch? Oh man, we're going into commands, bro. Switch commands? Does anyone really need to know switch commands? Is that not just going to be in an SOP that's actually already using infrastructure as code with scripts and you just click enter? Like, do you really need to know? You really need to know this? Oh, nobody's got time to memorize this. Just open up the man page, bro. Why do you gotta memorize this? Just open, if you gotta do something, just open up man, or do slash question mark, or do help, dash dash help. Literally. What is this? Let's see. Decides to use SVI for VLAN routing. To configure the SVI for VLAN 3. Switch port mode access VLAN 50. Switch port mode, no access. No, not this one. VLAN 50, no. Interface G0.1. There's no encapsulation. .1Q, no. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Interface VLAN 50 IP address. Interface VLAN 50. Yeah, I think it's that. It's that one just because I remember that one. Wireless AP on table in the middle of a small level. They're not producing strong enough signal. Okay, this is the question that was so dumb because it could literally be both. And I looked at the answer explanation, and even the answer was basically saying it was the same thing, that it could be both. But it's you can either do wrong antenna type or wrong placement, but they want you to say wrong antenna type, so I'll say that. But technically it could be both, and I could literally argue it. And you can have like a mediator, some sort of arbitrator. Which port configuration is typically used to connect switches or to connect a switch to a router for handling multiple VLANs? That's a access untagged host tagged port. Tagged port? Huh. Access port? Access port is not that. An access port is a tagged port, right? I mean, access port is a untagged. It's a trunk. Which configuration typically is used to connect switches or to connect a switch to a router for handling multiple VLANs? It's a tag port. You need a tag port for that kind of stuff. Don't do all that. System architect is setting up traffic between SDN controller and infrastructure devices through automation scripts that call functions. What direction is traffic be considered? Okay, this is the one I was so confused on before. SDN controller is the control plane. Infrastructure devices would be the infrastructure plane, so it's going to be using the southbound API. South. Otherwise, if it was application layer, it would be northbound API. Attacker plants devices in a native subnet. Wait, attacker plants a device in the native subnet. What's the native subnet? Wait, native subnet or native VLAN? What the heck is a native subnet? And sends traffic to a computer and an external subnet to perform DOS attack against the host in the external subnet. What type of attack is the attacker using? Oh, I see, native. Oh, they're just not using the word VLAN and instead using subnet, basically. They're using VLAN hopping. They're using a dedicated VLAN for voice traffic. Security analyst looking at multiple packets in the same packet group. Which of the following fields corresponds to a conversation where it is broken apart due to the MTU size? Oh no. What? Which of the following fields corresponds to a conversation where it is broken apart due to the MTU size? I suppose sequence number is the only thing that kind of makes sense on that one. Oh no, a port question. Setting up anomaly detection for suspiciously large transfer files. Which of the following ports should they set up alert on? 4045. I've guessed that 3 times in a row already and I keep getting it right. And that's for SMB. server mail B share mail balance, share, what the heck is this? Simple message SMB, what does that stand for? Oh, Samba. Wait, SMB? Why don't I remember what that stands for? Whatever, it's SMB. Share, drive sharing, whatever. What is the following step in diagnosing VLAN assignment issues using ping? First step in diagnosing VLAN assignment issues? Well, I assume the first step with ping is to ping loopback address and the own IP address. Oh, discover informations of Cisco and non-Cisco. Link layer discovery protocol, baby. Easy. Possible routing loop between routers. Some are getting discarded. Which is the following is best way to confirm the routing issue is still a concern. Wait, what? Routing loop between, two routers. Some packets even. Best way to confirm if the routing issue is still a concern. Interesting. Okay, oh wait, actually this is kind of easy. Check to see if the TTL goes to 0. Yeah, because if something's going to 0, then it's getting discarded. Check routing table for next hop. Not necessarily. Link state? No. Yeah, it's the TTL on that. Network consultants looking into a matter where the interface is discarding incoming and outgoing frames. Packet size, the packets are too large. Oh, giants. Or jumbo frames, but it can also be called giant. Wait, let me go back real quick. Runs obtained on giant. Yeah, if they're too large, it's giants. Which of the following does a NAT router store? Wait, in which of the following tables does a NAT router store port numbers and their associated private IP? See, the problem is they're confusing like ports with interfaces. It's actually interfaces, and so it's an ARP table. Wait, what am I saying? I mean routing table. Routing table. Interface with IPs, mappings. MAC address to IP is ARP. Translation table is private to public IPs. MAC address table is ports to MAC addresses? Your interfaces to MAC addresses? Is that what that is? Anyway, it's routing. IMCP time exceeded error messages. What should the sysadmin investigate first? Time exceeded. ICMP time exceeded. Asymmetrical routing, incorrect VLAN routing loops, switching loops. Time exceeded. What on earth is asymmetrical routing? Incorrect VLAN? If it's incorrect VLAN, then it wouldn't do time exceeded. Routing loop? Wait, ICMP is an application protocol. So it would be a routing loop. I think that makes sense. I don't know. We'll see. Let me flag that actually, because I have no idea. I think it's a routing loop. Social engineering tactics. Retrieve confidential information. When combined with spoofing, could persuade malicious things. Okay, that's phishing. Phishing. Topologies where the node is wired to a neighbor in a closed loop. Looking for topologies where a node is wired to its neighbor in a closed loop. Which of the following topologies should they use when connecting and replacing a DSL modem with a layer 2 switch? What? I have no idea what they're trying to say here. Network architect is looking for topologies where each node is wired to its neighbor in a closed loop. That's a ring. Which of the following topologies should they use when connecting and replacing a DSL modem with a layer 2 switch? Well, then in that sense, it's a star. So you're asking two different things here. Is that not two different things? Am I tweaking? Looking for topologies where each node is wired to its neighbor in a closed loop. That's a ring. Which of the following topologies should they use when connecting and replacing DSL modem with a layer 2 switch? I think the first sentence is just completely there to, you can just ignore it. This is the question that they're asking. What should you use when using a layer 2 switch? A star. What a weird, they're really trying to trick you up, but they don't get me. They're not gonna get me. I don't play that way. I don't mess around. Mechanisms to detect and suppress fires. Which of the following are fire suppression systems an organization may need to do? Okay, two of them. Sprinkler systems, fire extinguishers. Router setup prevents badly addressed packets from permanently circulating the network. Which of the following will accomplish this? TTL, baby. Don't miss me with that. Which approach is applied by starting from layer 1? Oh, easy. Bottom to top. Oh. Ooh, we finally got a new one. Flag and skip. Finally, we'll get something different. We'll skip that for the end. Network technician is tasked with ensuring critical infrastructure. I'm gonna not read these out loud because that makes me go longer. Oh, I suppose it's process assessment. Wait, what? Complain about limited functionality in a company's headquarters. Mobile users, okay, and IT to extend mobile access capabilities by widening its current wireless network. When evaluating expansion configuration, a WAP MAC address relates. Oh, okay, I see. BSSID. Troubleshooting problem where a server cannot communicate with remote servers outside its network. Verifies the server can ping its loopback address, its own IP, the default gate without any issues. Can't communicate with remote servers, but it can do that without okay. However, attempts to ping the remote servers time out. Engineer suspects a routing issue. What should the engineer check first to diagnose problem? Ooh, okay, this is a good one. Routing table on the router for any incorrect or missing routes. It could be it. Firewall serving for rules blocking ICMP packets. Well, even without ICMP, it can't communicate with it, so I don't know. IP address configuration on the remote servers. It could be. I mean, that could totally be it. Physical network connections between server and the router? Bro, technically that could be it, bro. I feel like these could be it. Routing table for any incorrect or missing routes. Server cannot communicate with remote servers outside its network. Any remote servers. However, attempts to ping remote servers time out. So if it's multiple, well, it could be this, but it also could be the router if it's multiple. What should the engineer check first? Man, what would they check first? It's one of these two. The IP config on remote servers, on each one is messed up? Or is it a routing table is missing a route for those remote servers? where a server cannot communicate with remote servers outside its network. I feel like it could be both of them. Like if there was a missing route, then it'd be completely missing ability to route it to the the router that can access those servers. And also, if those servers have an incorrect IP address, then you're not going to be able to be sending any data to those servers because they're not configured appropriately. So you're, setting up so you just can't connect to them. So it could be either one. Man, it could be either one. Yo. All right, I'm just gonna take the L on this one then, because it's going to be a random guess. Because I have no idea. It could be a routing table or an IP. Which one would make more sense? That each individual IP address is messed up on all of those? Or the routing table? I'm gonna go with, I don't know. Just guessing random. Device hub and spoke. SD-WAN, baby. Just use IP from Apipa. Select 2. Pretty sure it's those two. Strong indicator of packet loss. Increased use of encryption? No. Lower utilization of bandwidth? No. Decreased number? No. High number of TCP? Oh yeah, there we go. There you go, you'll get to it. Service level agreement with the client. Involving repair broken server nodes when failure occurs. Service provider mentions a prior contract, including about 20 billion hours a month. Involve repairing about 5 servers a month. What is the MTR for this scenario? Mean time to repair? 20 hours divided by 5 is 4. Huh? Network engineer must build out a server application for the business's mail server. Engineer determines each component that is needed and how they will function holistically. What is the name of the process that the engineer is using? Router, UPS, cloud side configuration. Okay, configuration, I suppose. It's a weird question. Trouble connecting to Wi-Fi. Verified password is correct and network is available. What's the most likely issue? That the device is not connecting. Oh wait, I don't even know the answer to this one. It doesn't stand out to me. Trouble connecting to Wi-Fi. Verify that the password is correct and the network is available. Okay. What is the most likely issue the device is not connecting? Is it a captive portal? AAA server encryption protocols mismatch? What does that even mean, encryption protocols mismatch? I don't think it's that. TLS settings? No. Captive portal or AAA server? AAA server is a authentication, auditing, or authentication, authorization, and accounting server. But that, I think it's captive. I don't know. The only thing that kind of makes sense is captive portal. System administrator installs connectivity device. Results in a high number of data collisions. What did they install? Hub. Leaf layer access switches of an SDN. What are these implemented as? Leaf layer access switches? Wait a minute. What is it called? Spine and leaf? The spine is what? Where's the spine? Leaf? These top of rack switches? Top of rack switches, leaf. Layer. Yeah, top of rack. What is this? OER? These don't make sense. I don't know what this is. I'm going top of rack. I know I had a similar question, but I think it's a little different. Works with desktop installation technicians who deploy new computers to users. Report that users in one area of the building do not achieve network speeds above 100. Oh, this is okay. Good thing I reviewed this one. Cat 5 is 100. Cat 3 is old school. That's like 10 megabits per second, bro. 5 is, wait, hold on. What did I click? 5. Yeah, 5. 5 100, 5E 1 gig. Network port does not seem to be working. Which of the following tools can you use to test if the port is sending up data? Loopback plug, pretty sure. Convert MAC address so that it can be addressed by IPv6. Which should they follow? What should they try? EUI64. Wire permanent cables run through conduit fiber. Advantage of active passive in clusters. Performance not adversely affected, right? Active passive? Yeah. That's full redundancy, right? Create efficiencies in network traffic by implementing a device that applies microsegmentation by establishing a point-to-point link between any two network nodes. Which of the following should the technician implement? Oh, microsegmentation? That's a bridge, right? A point-to-point link between two network nodes? Wait, what? Create efficiencies in network traffic by implementing a device that applies microsegmentation by establishing a point-to-point link, a switch-to-switch, right? With a bridge between any two network nodes. Any two? Which of the following should the technician implement? Access point bridge, hub? A hub is not going to increase efficiency because it's going to broadcast to everything. Layer 2 switch? Applies microsegmentation as a layer 2 switch. Oh, of course, obviously. Point-to-point link between any two. Yo, why would I not understanding that? I was too busy looking at these and not looking at the switch. Remote. Wait, a Windows server has been remotely joined to the domain by network admin. Okay, known as this. When pinging the server using its FQDN, reply fails. When trying to remote access to the server using the same, session does not connect. Applying a divide and conquer approach, where would the network admin most likely resolve this issue? Oh man, FQDN has to do with 3 IP. I'm going with IP. Network layer. What is zero-touch provisioning in the context of SDN referred to? Has installed a new switch. What should the engineer check to troubleshoot the trunk port? Troubleshoot the trunk port connected to the corporate equipment network. What should the engineer check to troubleshoot the trunk port connected to the corporate network? What? They installed a new switch. What should they check to troubleshoot the trunk port connected to the network? The link state, right? Something that makes sense. Two ways to manage network appliances on the network. One option is more secure. The physical console cable. The other is to do remotely. What are the two options described? Oh, easy. In-band versus out-of-band. Which is following NAT implementation maps a single private IP address to a single IP address on the NAT route. Wait. Which of the following NAT implementations maps a single private address to a single public address? That's a static NAT. Dynamic NAT is... Well, anyway, it's just single to single, yeah. Soho network. What are the main concerns for using PSK? Select 3. Changing the keys to okay. Wait, what? Oh, periodically changing the key is difficult? Is it really that difficult? Current to the wrong spot. Incorrect panel. What must each of the MX records point to? MX record points to an A record. Oh, DKIM. Domain keys, something something. Root MX record. Wait. New cluster of mail servers? Is there a root MX record? Does that even make sense? A root MX record? And I don't know about that. I'm just gonna go with A record. That's what I thought it was. What unit of measurement expresses attenuation? dB, right? dB? DOS attack on the network. Cannot determine anything surrounding the attack's identity, but does notice that no data traffic is being returned to the attacker. What type of attack is this? Is observing a DOS attack on the organization's network. Technician cannot determine anything surrounding the attacker's identity, but does notice that no data traffic is being returned to the attacker. Malware, IP spoofing, MAC spoofing, none of these make sense except for botnet. Maybe I don't know, botnet? It's kind of weird, I don't get it. Designing a new network, 3-tiered hierarchy, which the following is not part of the traditional hierarchy. Oh no. Core access distribution. Yeah, control is not. Okay. That ended up not being that bad, actually. That was easy. Wattage of an appliance. Oh, man. Oh, I haven't looked at this in a minute. Calculate what? They got a good good bank of test questions in here, actually. That's pretty good. They like to switch it up here. Okay. Correct formula to calculate wattage. Shoot. Oh, I have no idea which wattage? Voltage times amps? Or is it current and amps? No. I think it's... Would it be that? Amps times the volt? I don't remember this at all. Hold on, let me flag. I haven't been flagging anything, I forgot. Totally. Wants to make website public. 2 physical servers. Have a load balancing configured. Each server has its own has its IP address. Having only one IP address on the ISP, what mighty network administrator set up the company's website can interface with public users? Wait, what? They want to make its website public. 2 physical servers that host the website have load balancing configured. Each server has its own internet protocol address. Having only one public IP address from the ISP, what might a network administrator set up so that the company's website can interface with public users? Port address translation. Set up a static network address? No. Pat. Opens an email, computer becomes unresponsive. Oh, okay, easy. Physical resources there. Engineer connects 2 network devices together that do not have an auto MDI/MDIX enabled by default. Devices have a medium-dependent interface port. They each have a medium-dependent interface. For the devices to properly communicate with one another, the engineer uses which type of cable? Shoot, what on earth? Yo, I read a little bit about what these were, but they both have MDI ports. Oh wait, that has something to do with, that has to do with crossover cable. Oh, I think I got that right actually. Because I remember reading something about RX and the receive and transmit or something. I'm going with crossover, I have no idea though, but I think. Active Directory admin. Identify primary authoritative name server. What can they do to check to discover this information? Identify primary authoritative name server? What can they check to discover? NS TT. I think it's SOA start of authority. I'm gonna review. I have to actually review this one. Comparing types of VPN configs. VPN, one will route all traffic via VPN gateway, the other one, private network via. Routes the private network traffic via the, wait, what? Oh, only routes private. Comparing? Oh, here, split tunnel versus full tunnel. DNS records can identify a record that is providing a network service protocol serve. DNS records can resolve a host name to an IPv4 address, A. Threat management with an active approach. Which feature operate? A firewall configuration handles threat management with an active approach. Which feature operates this way? IPS is active. I don't know. That's a firewall though? IPS is like its own thing, right? I guess. Which cable type can be rated fire retardant? I'm gonna do it. Sorry, I have to do it. Anyway. Which cable type can be rated fire retarded and appropriate for building crawl spaces? That's for sure platinum. 2.4 gigahertz spectrum using OFDM. Technician is looking at which of the following standards. Oh shoot, bro, come on now. A is 5 gigahertz. A, and then there's a BG. 802.11n is dual band. BG. Bro, are you kidding me? Come on now. It's one of these two, B or G. But how am I supposed to know which one it is? Using OFDM? I don't have to know OFDM, bro. Why is this question? Looking at signals on the 2 gigahertz spectrum using OFDM. I'm definitely gonna flag this, but what is it? OFDM? Orthogonal frequency or orthogonal frequency division multiplex. I don't know. What is that? B or G? Which one is this old? B or G? 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 I think it's the G. I think it's a little bit newer than just B. I'm going with G. Could be an N though. I've got no idea. I don't know. Wait, 2 gigahertz? I don't know. I'm going. A is 5. BG is 2.4. N is dual band. Yeah, I'm going G. But I got flagged, so whatever. Currently empty, but has the approved equipment to install permits on site. Or wait, building's currently empty, but has approved equipment install permits on site. Okay, so this is a cold site. When traffic is recirculated and amplified by loops and switching topology, broadcast on. Can also browse the files. Okay, why should the technician begin to troubleshoot and why? I think I got this one right, because I don't remember looking at this. What is it? Select all that apply? I guess just, it doesn't say select 2, I don't know. Difference between tailgating and piggybacking in the context of social engineering. Piggybacking involves direct interaction, while tailgating does not. Oh shoot, wait. Tailgating, piggybacking? They're so similar, it's hard to... Tailgating is with permission. I'm just gonna piggyback off of you. I'm just gonna tailgate you. Piggyback. I think, hold on, wait, if I think about this in the most retarded way possible, okay? Piggybacking, you have 2 people working together. So that's with permission. Tailgating, you're in traffic and guys like on your ass and you can't really do anything about it. That's without your permission. So tailgating is done without permission. Piggybacking is with permission. Because you're piggybacking, you gotta actually carry someone. So that's with permission. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. Hold on, let me flag that. Attacker drives around town with wireless laptop, scanning for unsecure wireless local area networks. Wait a minute, when did I start? I thought I started this at 8. Or was it 9? I suppose it was... I thought I started this at 8, and it's 9:30? I guess I didn't. Oh no, I started it at... I gotta go back on the stream, bro. I've been tweaking. Anyway, attacker with a wireless laptop scanning. Which of the following encryption scheme is the least vulnerable to this? It's gonna be the strongest one. WPA2. Fragmented process. Really? This is the question you're gonna throw at me? Huh? They really don't want me to win, huh? They're gonna test me on the dimensions of the rack? Bro, you kidding me? Dude, you know what I can do? I've got a standard rack thing right here. How long is that? Oh, that's kind of long. Oh, that's longer than 10 inches, bro. That is not 30 inches. 24? Is that 2 feet? Is that 24? Nah, I feel like... Yo, that's 19, bro. Oh, man. Okay, not right now, bro. Yo, that's a crazy... If I got that right. Hold on. Flag that, bro. That's crazy. If I get that right... Which layer of OSI refers to a data link layer? Come on now. Which of the CompTIA troubleshooting methodology involves gathering information and identifying systems? Gathering info? Come on now, that's one. Oh, which layer? It's a physical layer? Layer 1. Oh, keep giving me these, man. Keep giving me these. Keep giving me these. What did I say? Did I just completely miss me? Keep giving me these. Keep. Why can't I say? That's like a tongue twister. Keep giving me these. Keep giving me these. I feel like there should be an extra word in there somewhere. Security analyst is setting up detections to look for unauthorized domain transfers from their external-facing DNS servers. Which of the following ports should they monitor? Ooh, domains. 50? Oh, is it UDP or 50? What is it? Wait, DNS? DNS is UDP, bro, right? Why would it be TCP? It's UDP. Primary purpose of client to site. Phishing scheme. As a result, users no longer able to access their work files. Pop-up message computer says without paying a fee. Select 2. Select 2. Ransomware, crypto. Installing Ethernet to a hub in the control room. When Ethernet is wired to a hub, there needs to be a means of distinguishing the interface on an end system with the interface on an intermediate system. What is the name of the end system interface? Oh, come on now. MDI, baby. And apply rate limiting. Control plane, please. I don't know why that's nowhere in my notes, bro. Group of hackers use a Trojan backdoor malware to compromise thousands of zombie agent client computers with bot tools to create a botnet. Causes internet hosts to fail and become unavailable to legitimate users. Which of Asylum terms describes this? It's a DDoS. Well, I'll take those easy ones. And now we're into this one. Okay, let's just do this one because I kind of remember this one actually. So considerations: subnet B should be able to access subnet A, and it cannot. It's subnet D can't, but it can access the internet. Could be something wrong with these guys. Subnet C should be able to access the internet, but none are able to. It could be the WAP or these guys. Oh wait, no, it could be the WAP. Subnet has a few hosts with no network connectivity at all. Okay, well now it could be these guys. And then, wait. And also there could be an issue with the firewall, right? Probably not the router. I think that's good. I think that's what I'll go with. What's this one? Yes, the easy one, baby. Oh, keep giving me this one. 009, what is this? B44? Okay, give me that. 011 ADV3? 011, where are you at? ADV3 6 of 12, okay. And then what do we got? 001A. Where you at? 22 is D1. Okay, bet. 00Z. Okay, where you at? This one? Is in the what, 20? Yep. And this guy? Yeah. The beef boy. 15. This guy. Nice. Where's this guy? Up here. Okay, I didn't get this one yet, so let's see what this is. Company's medium-sized data centers adding 30th rack enclosure, starting with redundant interruptible with UPSs, PDUs, and redundant layer 2 switches. Oh, all redundant stuff. The switches have been in production for a few years with no up-to-date security settings, and the company will repurpose them with this new rack enclosure. However, the switch is currently not set to segment traffic based on purpose, nor to ensure other network devices cannot masquerade as any network equipment. Additionally, UPS and PDU devices are brand new. Before adding other devices to the rack, data center administrators must set up these devices for managing and monitoring. Dude, what a long freaking thing here, okay. As one of those administrators, your task is to network these devices with a defense in-depth strategy to secure them against tampering and abuse. Switches will allow new devices in the rack to securely receive a DHCP IP address for the initial setup. Switch shirts should be available for initial setup and secured after mounting. You must examine each device to determine which settings and configurations will properly harden it and prepare it to support rack servers, storage devices, and other network devices. Okay, I like this. A hardening question. I'll dig that. I dig that. PDU info, remotely manageable. Outlet metering and switching, support Active Directory integration, UPS, unmanaged device. Okay, so what exactly do you want me to do here? Let's see. Based on the instructions, use the checkboxes to collect appropriate config for each redundant network device and the protocol to monitor them. Then use the drop-down to answer the questions. Okay, layer 2 switches. Yeah, for sure this. Oh shoot, wait, DHCP snooping? Of course. All of this. Well, why would you not want to do it? Hold on. Switches will allow new devices in the rack to securely receive a DHCP IP address. Switch ports should all be available for initial setup and secured after mounting. So this is all. Well, secured after mounting, meaning. That's a confusing way to word it. You should just say like they should all be. Well, let me use this. PDU info, remotely manageable. Outlet metering, support Active Directory integration. Okay, so setup role based. Yeah, okay, all of this looks good. Wait, no, that was the... Wait, PDU? Yeah, PDU, okay, UPS, unmanaged. This is unmanaged, okay, change default. There's no management interface, it's unmanaged. So just those two? Want to secure them, so you want to use SNMP-v3 PDU devices. Wait, set up VLANs? Probably. Why would you not want to do that, right? Set up VLANs. All of this stuff. I hope I'm not tweaking on this. What? Let me read in here. Well, yeah, DHCP. So you want DHCP snooping? Okay, yes, yes, yes. Switch shorts should all be available for initial setup and secured after mounting. So what situation is it? You must prepare it to support rack servers, storage devices, and other. Task is to network these devices with Devin to secure them. I'm missing something here. Let's see. Here, the switches. The switches have been in production for a few years with up-to-date security. Have been in production for a few years with up-to-date security settings, and the company will repurpose them with this new rack enclosure. Okay, that's why there's no update on here. But currently not set to segment traffic based on purpose, nor to ensure other network devices cannot masquerade as any other network equipment. Okay, so that's where set up VLANs, DHCP. What about port security? Before they're added to the rack, they must set up these devices for managing and monitoring. So switch ports should be available for initial setup and secured after mounting. Okay, so I should turn this off. So not yet. Okay, I think we're good now. What action must you take to quickly get newly mounted out-of-the-box device communicating over the network? Huh? What action must you take to quickly get a newly mounted out-of-the-box device communicating over the network? This has nothing to do with it. Connect devices to the network to obtain DHCP IP address. Connect console cable for secure communication. Configure static IP address on each newly mounted device. No, DHCP. Okay, I think we're good on this one. I think I'm liking what we're doing here. UPS, hold on, let me just review this. It's unmanaged. There's nothing to, there's no SSH, no setup. I think we're good. I think we're good on this one. I think we good. I think we Gucci. Let's do this. Alright. Bro, I'm feeling good about this test. Let's go. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, baby. Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it, baby. 91? I'll take it. Just barely. Did I really not? 85? Yo, really? Oh, that PBQ almost got me. What's up with it? Which one did I not get? Which one did I not get? This one? What is this? Why would I not? Why would I not change this? Why would I not do those? Why would I enable telnet access? That's crazy. Yo, this is crazy talk. Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense. Dang, that got me. Oh, I unchecked that, but I forgot to uncheck this. Okay, that one makes sense now. But why that? Tell me what I gotta know about that. PDUs are new devices. Should configure all listed security settings to harden the device. Telnet is no good. You don't want Telnet. Telnet is unsecure. Wait, what else? Why would I not? Oh, it's... Oh, I see. It's unmanaged, so there's nothing to even... Wow, I'm retarded. It's unmanaged, so there's no need to configure anything. Yeah, wow, I'm retarded. Okay. Dang, that almost got me. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. I got... Hold on. Let's keep reviewing, though. What did I get wrong? This one? Now it's true. Oh. Private. What was the other question, bro? There was a question exactly like this and it was routing table. Routing table stores the interface. Yo, okay, fine. They're playing hardball on this one. They got me. They got me good because they had a question almost exactly like this. And instead of saying interface, they said port numbers and the answer was routing table. And I went off of that because I put translation table and it was totally wrong. And then they got me. Wow, okay, these guys are good. Hold on, I want to see. Look, and what is this? 17, this is the first one, okay. Store port numbers and their associated private IP address magic. Okay, I'm going back. Let's go back. Let's look at it was number 2, I think. I think it was number 2. Let's review these. Look at this. Let's look at this. What is it? What's 11? No. 16? No. Where are you at? Which one is it? Okay, it was question 1. It was 1. It was 1. Oops. What is this? It was number 1. Look, let me show you this. No, let's see. This one? Dude, I think I'm tweaking. Yo, am I totally tweaking? Yeah, I'm totally tweaking. Let me go back to number... Okay, I guess I got it right. I'm totally tweaking. Yo, I'm tweaking. It's late. I think I gotta go to sleep, bro. I'm totally tweaking, bro. This is like driving me crazy, so I'm gonna look for it, bro, because... Where he at, bro? Where he at? Bro. There's no way. This one. Oh no, I did say... Oh, I got this correct? Yeah, something. I did something. What am I confused about here? Oops, wrong thing. Here. Nope, wrong thing. Routing. I don't know. I'm driving myself crazy. I don't know what that was. That's weird. I'm just dumb. What about this one? Routing groups. Okay, nice. What did I get wrong here? A ring. Okay, so don't ignore the first one. Okay, so it was, I don't know, dude. This was driving me weird, bro. Okay, let's look at this. Oh wait, I already looked at this. Okay, makes sense. What else? Captive portal, encryption protocol mismatch. Okay, interesting. Okay, makes sense, kind of. IP spoofing? I guess that makes sense because botnet didn't really make sense. I'll have to review these more a little bit tomorrow. Oh, I got it right. Nice. Nice. Ooh, nice. What about the other option, B? What was B? Okay, nice. 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 Oh, I totally got that good. Oh, it's TCP? Usually configured for UDP, but zone transfers are TCP because of the large size. Oh, domain transfer. Okay, I remembered that. Okay, I remember learning about that. That's it. Okay, dang, I did pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey man, I'll take it. What did I get? 91%. Okay, how do I go about doing this? Of course. Alright, I requested approval. That's it for today. Almost 10. Solid. Tomorrow. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this check. How do I go back? Where am I at? Oh, okay, here we go. I mean, we're just schedule it, not yet, but almost. I just requested approval, so that should come in. I'm pretty sure it's, yeah. They usually go pretty quick with that. Okay, tomorrow flashcards for ports and troubleshooting methodology, and then subnetting. That's the main focus for tomorrow. Because those are what can really bite me in the butt, I think. Alright, let's see, 155, 2 hours? Okay, I'll take it. Plus, what was the other one? Like, what, 3, 4 hours? So that's like, what, 5, 6?